I drove up this mountain 5 separate times just to see if the food was actually worth the hype. But then also, let's be real, any excuse to take a BRZ on these winding roads is a good one.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning, mouth wide open like the yawning.
Over the journey of 5 trips up this treacherous mountain, the food has to be alright, doesn't it? Well, I mean, of course it's probably good, but it can't be 5 trips good. But it can. Over the course of this video, I will show you the preparation, the drive, the power, the hunger, the desire to get some pretty simple food at 7,000 feet. But just like how a chef prepares his kitchen, a driver must prepare his car. This is my new to me 2018 Subaru BRZ. I bought this car about a month and a half ago and I never washed it. But if I'm going to be spending 3 hours round trip multiple times, then my car better look the part as well. I realized that these mountain roads have become so common in my life that they basically just became part of my weekly routine. And guys, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that I went to the mountains every weekend since I bought the car. I put about 2,000 miles on this car since I bought it, and a quarter of those are spent on a mountain. And it's also the first car that I owned with Apple CarPlay, so switching through my LE SSERAFIM songs was easier than ever. And no, Honda Accord, I'm not dissing you, I still love you so much, and the BRZ will never be as cozy as you. And when it comes to the first restaurant spot, we have to absolutely bring up the legendary pizza spot, Saucy Mama's Pizza. This place is an absolute classic. Pizza, pasta, mozzarella sticks, and an inviting atmosphere, and most importantly, a good music taste. For this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different menu items that I had here at Saucy Mama's, 2 of which were pizzas and 2 of which were some sides. Now the first meal I had was a pastrami pizza, which is so good and it hurts me so much that some people have never had it. Saying you don't like pastrami pizza without ever trying it is like trying to review a camera with the lens cap still on. You're missing the whole picture. I've had people literally make a face when I say the words pastrami pizza. And I don't know, maybe some people just aren't as open-minded as me, but the thought of mustard on pizza is just too chaotic for them. A pastrami pizza, instead of using regular like pizza sauce or marinara sauce, it actually uses mustard underneath the cheese, and it is so good when it is like baked to perfection. Next up on the pizza list is the sort of meat lover's pizza, but man, it's so good. One cool thing about Saucy Mama's Pizza is that they use sort of a meatball type sausage instead of a traditional sausage for their toppings, so that's really cool. And now to the camera attachers, the sides. I've only ever had 2 sides from here, one being cheesy garlic bread and the other one being the mozzarella sticks. And I'm just gonna stop right here and say that the mozzarella sticks were legendary. Like I'm talking the Fortnite chest noise played when the waiter was bringing them out. They were seasoned to perfection. They were warm, they were crispy, and they gave me that satisfying cheese pull when you pull the mozzarella stick apart. Now enough pizza. Let's get to the next spot, which is Angela's sandwich and bagel smoothie muffin shop. I woke up in a pastrami-induced identity crisis, but the mission still remained the same. And well, if it isn't a Angela's sandwich shop. After stuffing my face with artery-clogging pizza and putting the BRZ through its paces, I decided that I needed something kind of fresh. You know, this place is great, and honestly I had a small argument with my girlfriend on how to pronounce the name of the restaurant. Was it Amangela? Was it Amangela's? Yeah, I don't know the right way to say it, but if you know, keep it to yourself please, because I don't want to admit that she was right. But aside from that, it was actually really good. It took working an hour of my life to pay for the meal, but it's worth it, I think. See, I actually came here twice. The first time was sad. I was all alone because nobody wanted to come with me, but the second time was awesome. I had my lovely girlfriend by my side. The crazy thing is that my girlfriend was not the only person by my side. We had the Satoru Gojo, Yuji Itadori, Tanjiro Kamado, and Nezuko. Oh yeah, and this random dog, this duck, and this mountain lion. While all my other trips up here seemed more like it was about the driving experience and having fun on the windy road, this one with my girlfriend seemed for sure more relaxed. Instead of hunting for the apexes, we explored more, found adorable little creeks, and we trekked through the wilderness to find some beautiful views that make driving up 7,000 feet of Highway 18 very much worth it. Unfortunately, I'm a photographer at heart, and with that being said, I often forget to take videos at a lot of places that I go to, which is so dumb considering I'm trying to be out here making content for y'all, but I don't know. I think I just get too immersed into wherever I am and I forget about the video. Small mental detour, but when I went to Japan last year, I took thousands of photos and only 13 videos, 2 of which were shot before we even left the airport. I'm talking about the LA airport too, not even the airport in Japan. Okay, let's really get back to what this section is about. Angela's. Unlike Saucy Mama's, I've only ever tried 2 different things here, one being a sandwich and the other one being a shake. I had the privilege of trying what is probably the crispiest, most fresh, rejuvenating amazing BLT ever, and this sandwich was just perfect. The way the bacon was layered beneath some fresh produce just gave it an incredibly satisfying crunch whenever I sunk my teeth into it. And I can't even forget about the first point of contact, the bread. The bread I chose was an Italian herb blend, and it was just so amazing. My girlfriend, on the other hand, got a club sandwich, and I think the primary meat was ham? I'm not too sure, to be honest, but one thing that I am sure about is the fact that her sandwich was insanely tall. Not only could she barely even bite it, but she had to smash it into the to-go box to take it home. Overall, Amangela's was great. Is it worth the price? I'll let you decide. But just know, a sandwich and a smoothie was about $30, so if you're budget conscious, maybe look somewhere else. Oh, they also had free cold water. Some of that water had fruit also inside of the thingy, and they had free dog treats. The final part to my journey actually took place the earliest. You see, I told you guys that Saucy Mama's was the one that was kind of a tradition, but ooh, I was not being very truthful with that statement. This last destination is hands down my favorite spot to eat up here. I love this place so much that I barely gave myself any time to get used to the BRZ. With that being said, I drove up here the day after I got the car. And some of you are probably thinking, okay, so what? Why do we care that this was the day after you got the car? And the reason you should care is because prior to buying the BRZ, my first time ever driving manual was just 2 weeks before. My friend Steve, who I've known for quite some time now, let me practice in his manual Corolla, and without him, the BRZ purchase might not have been possible, so shout out to the homie. I made a big deal last segment on how I had to eat alone, and I was oh so sad. But when it comes to Peppercorn Grill, that was never an issue. Anniversaries, Valentine's Day, Travis Scott listening parties, yes, this actually happened. When Utopia came out, my friends and I decided to rent kayaks and listen to the album in the middle of the lake, so as far as first listens go, this one was legendary. And speaking of legendary, I gotta bring up the food at Peppercorn Grill. I'm that type of person who finds out about something cool, and all of a sudden, everybody within a 12-mile radius has to know what I found out about. The first thing that I found out about Peppercorn Grill was the meatball sub. Man, this thing is amazing. So delicious. The bread was goated. The fries were just amazing. Meatball subs, burgers, soups, pastas, delicious drinks. This place has it all. I could talk on and on about the menu as if I was reading off of some sort of catalog, but I'm just going to swap lenses and get back to the cold, cloudy, and crisp but perfect day to drive up the mountain. Here, I was accompanied by my little sister, and I'm really glad she was able to come because exactly a month before this, our planned snow day was interrupted by a ruptured appendix, so she couldn't go. That didn't stop me though, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I felt really bad. But that's why I was so happy that she could come with me this time. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about the existence of a lunch and a dinner menu, so when I opened that little booklet, I was absolutely shocked to see that everything was nearly $30. During lunchtime, this place is only like 17 bucks, but oh well, the price you pay for good food, I guess. I had to get my classic order, a bacon cheeseburger with some perfectly cooked french fries. We had the soup of the day. I forgot exactly what it was, but I think it was some sort of tomato soup. It was very good though. The free bread was also a huge plus. I didn't capture any photos, but my sister got fettuccine alfredo, so a nice simple meal to eat. I have to rate Peppercorn Grill an infinity out of 10. In the Ethan Style 2 culture book, this place has a huge cultural impact, as I've been coming here since I was a wee little lad. Over multiple trips, thousands of feet of elevation, incredible experiences with the people I love, these were the spots that stood out to me. I hope this video encourages everybody to explore, to try some new things, and to document your lives. One day you will look back at the time that has passed and you'll wish that you have lived it to the fullest. With that being said, I'll continue to show you my life through the lens of a camera, and until we meet again, cheers.